Safety is probably one of the biggest components we have. We really have 4 pillars here that we're looking at all the time with a contractor. Safety being number 1, secondly being the environment, number 3 is quality, and then meeting our production targets. So any one of those 4 pieces isn't there, we don't really have a contractor that we want to have a long-term relationship with. But safety being the priority, we track their safety record as we go through. We also look at their safety record when we're awarding contracts out. So that will fall into the ranking for the contractors.
To make sure you take the courses on supervision, you understand what your role and responsibilities are, and then come up with a system of checks and balances so that it fits in with your production and everything else that you're doing. So you try and make it a seamless system. That seems to work the best. So if you can have the forms that are integrated with other things that you're doing so it just becomes part of your business, then it would be much simpler to do.
I think what's really important for supervisors is that we stop pretending that safety and productivity and quality are separate things. It's one, you know, as a supervisor, you could say that there's a level of mastery you develop yourself in leading people and fulfilling the targets. There's a couple of things that we have implemented in our organization is that the supervisors are part of the bidding process. So they actually have some ownership in that long before they actually get to the job site and start actually logging. So that's part of it. The other part of it is, you know, you've heard yourself, I'm sure, throwing the term around like accidents cost. We know that. There's no question about that. But then they can also be a very loosely thrown about word that safety's free. You know, it doesn't cost anything to be safe. And as an owner and somebody who manages projects, safety does cost something. We've got to quit pretending it doesn't. Absolutely, accidents happen. We don't want to have any accidents. You can be the safest organization in the world and still have an accident. Okay, being the safest organization in the world and the safest supervisor in the world won't guarantee you won't have an accident. So don't live under the superstition that it will. However, it certainly sets you up to be one of the organizations that has very few of them. And then when you do have one, you're set up to deal with it. And it's just it's a really critical aspect of your job as a supervisor is both balancing productivity, having safety be a priority, and then having all your costs met. And that's part of supervising. There's not any one of them that's not any less or more important.